Hey everybody, Lindsay Smith here with your business tip this week. This week I want to remind everybody that real estate is a long-term game. I watch all these economists making these forecasts, and it's so interesting because recently everyone's been adjusting their forecast. And anytime I can see an adjustment in a forecast being made, I can't help but think that, oh look, they were wrong. Their original forecast was wrong. And I promise you that in 6 months from now, people are going to be making more adjustments to their forecast, just like the interest rates and other things. And the reason they're doing that is because new information comes to light and they were wrong previously. Which goes to show that over the short term, over 3 months, 6 months, 12 months, we have no idea what's going to happen. No clue. When people ask you, you should throw your arms up in the air and say, I have no idea. Now, you're not going to do that because clients don't want to hear that. But the point is that real estate has always been a long-term investment. Day-to-day speculation and flips is just that. It's speculation. You're rolling the dice, you're trying to get the benefit off of it, and you have no idea what's going to happen in a 12-month period. You know, the last real estate cycle that we went through from 2007 to 2014 was about 7 years long. I bought a property at the height of 2007, and I sold it in 2014 after just over 6.5 years, and I had paid off about $40,000 in equity onto it. But the point is that it eventually went up. But at the time that I bought it for $410. It had dropped down to $330. You can imagine the gut check I was feeling, but I was never going to sell it until it came back. I rode out the cycle and was able to get out when I was comfortable with it. You know, the cool part is this, is that during that 6.5, 7 year period, I was able to live my life, advance my goals, get me to where I am today, get me financially to where I am today, and all these different things that were such a benefit for me because we live life. We don't just live life in our houses for the sake of a house. We buy houses for the sake of the lifestyle that we get to live in there. And your clients are going to be putting that off. But if they want that lifestyle over the long term, you know, the most recent NAR studies was that people are staying in their homes for about 10 years. And in some markets it's different, but even if they've stayed in like 5 to 7 years, you're going to see this cycle do a whole nother term, and they will actually get the benefits if instead of putting their lives on hold for that period of time, if they buy now, they get that benefit immediately of moving forward to the long term. They can negotiate harder, you can show them the stats historically about how it all went, but just remind people that real estate always has and always will be a long-term game. Over the long term, real estate goes up. That trend has been happening for about a century now. So take that information, pass along to your clients. Simple reminder that real estate is a long-term game, and hopefully you guys will be able to do a little bit more business for the rest of the year. That's your business tip this week. All the best.